Hello everyone and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Jess Burton and today we're at Rocket Arena on the campus of Salem State University as the Headers boys hockey team takes on the Winthrop Vikings. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. And stay tuned to the end of the game for the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. Well, it's called Rocket Arena and it is already rocking between these two powerhouse teams. It's late in the season for us to have our first Headers broadcast. And the last time we saw these boys, they were hoisting the trophy for the Division III championship title at the TD Garden. But this year, completely different than last. They were 0-8 to start last season. Right now they are 12-2-1 and ranked number 6 in Division III. Winthrop comes in 9-4-1. They're ranked number 5 in Division IV, and this is a revenge game for Marblehead as one of their 2 losses this season was to Winthrop. A few weeks ago on January 25th, the Vikings got the 3-1 win in that one. The Headers are looking for a win here tonight, and they started off with a heavy hit, and setting the tone well with a hit by Crew Monaco up against the far boards just south of the Winthrop bench. 15 minutes rolling in the first period. 3 of those will get us from start to finish here tonight. Another hit from Marblehead and Monaco again, and he does it a third time as Winthrop trying to control the puck behind their blue line. A packed house, as I mentioned here. Winthrop well represented, and basically everybody from the town of Marblehead is here. No school tomorrow, so the boys are extra amped up. They can let it all hang loose tonight, hoping for a win. And the ultimate goal of getting back to the Garden and winning it, and off the boards goes a pass into the crease, and it has to be turned away by Winthrop's goalie, the senior Mike Donahue. Opposing him, the Headers goalie and one of the captains, Leo Burge, who holds a 12-2 record and a 1.16 goals against average with 6 shutouts this season. He is playing on his head, as they say about goalies in this sport, and he's going to have an extra special performance tonight for the Headers to win this one against the tough Viking squad. The top line for the Vikings is Dolan, Monaco, Hart, McDonald, and Jimmy Ryan. Out of the net comes Donahue to play the puck. Lays it short to number 11, Paul Ferrara, a sophomore defenseman for the Vikings. His defensive partner out there, Thomas Babine. Luth Ganinji, Aiden Cervelis. And being the 5th player out there to start, Phil Boncourt, their captain. That is covered up, and that's our first whistle, and a face-off will come from the far circle. The Headers are coming off one of their more dominant performances of the season, beating the Peabody, Swampscott, and Saugus Tri-Town team 6-0, but they will tell you that they beat Swampscott 6-0 if you ask them. They have won 7 of their last 8, and that one loss being to the Vikings. Another whistle here as they are offside, I believe, and they will bring the puck down, and Burge will see his first face-off in front of him to his right. Leo has been absolutely outstanding this season. He's got some major help in front of him. The Headers are stingy defensively, and they are a powerful offense as well, as Burge catches one from the blue line in the mitt. Good concentration from Leo. Leading the Marblehead offense is London McDonald this season. He is a junior with 12 goals and 12 assists through 15 games. Got off to one of the hottest starts that you'll see. Don't say he has been quiet as of late, but he's calmed down. He's got some extra help from Ivan Radovsky, another junior, who has 9 goals and 8 assists. Crew Monaco, a captain, 8 goals, 9 assists. And one of the best players on the back end, Sean Dolan, another captain for Marblehead. No goals this season, but 9 assists from the defensive position, which is very impressive. McDonald's 12 goals put him 4th on the North Shore in that category. As this whistle will stop play as the team's trying to find momentum. Kyle Hart's 9 goals and tied with Radovsky put them tied for 11th on the North Shore. Crew Monaco with his 8 tied for 15th on the North Shore. Hart has 13 assists to go with his 9 goals, which is tied for 8th in that category. An early penalty taken by the Headers will put the Vikings on the power play. It goes against Noah Feingold. Too many men on the ice. So a mental error from the Headers, maybe a little too amped up to begin things. That's unlike them as the 2 players go down in the corner. It's spun back to the point for the Vikings. They take a wrist shot that gets through. Burge kicks it to the corner. There's another one that's blocked out in front by James McKenzie, the senior defenseman, and it's cleared. The Vikings carry it over the blue line. Good pass out in front. Second tip is saved by Burge. The Vikings overran the first pass. And trying to put it home was Mike Holgerson. The senior forward captain for the Vikings had a good chance. Burge repositioned himself nicely and made the save. 1:08 left on the power play. McDonald lines up for the faceoff against Fotades. And that will clear. Misplayed at the blue line by Servilis. Hustling back for it is Thomas Babine. He flips it up off the glass, but it doesn't get above the blue line. It does now. McDonald pokes it back to his defense. Across center ice and then back into the attacking zone for the Vikings. Sent hard diagonally across the ice with another huge hit. And these 2 teams have some bad blood following the action from last year. There's a video circulating on social media of about a 10-player pileup after Marblehead ran into the Vikings goalie last season, and Vikings came to their defense, and all heck broke loose after that. Well, that is carried over into this season. Final 10 seconds of the power play, and you can hear the heavy hitting continue. That shot got blocked, never made it to Burge. It sweeped out of there, and that'll clear. And we're back to 5-on-5. Vikings struggle with it as they cross the blue line. The Headers clear, doesn't make it. Back to McKenzie. He spins it around near sideboards in front of the faithful Marblehead student section. Up ahead, chasing after it is Feingold, fresh out of the box. He's met there by Dylan Fife. Across center ice and sent back in. It rides high on the glass and stopped by Donahue right behind the net. Donahue goes down as he's made contact with by Teddy Dulac. Donahue back on his skates, plays the puck, drops it for McKenzie. McKenzie eyes up ice, finds Upton. Upton can't hang on to it, taken away, 3-on-2 across the blue line for the Headers who flip it in. Wyman chasing after his own pass. Can't get back to it, it's cut off by Ferrara. Ferrara sends it off the boards, indirect, past center ice, picked up by Sean Dolan. McDonald thought he was going to bring it off the boards himself, just lays one short, then pass out in front is broken up. Shot, save made by Donahue. Good look, there was a little bit of light on the side of that right leg pad, but he shut it down. 1-on-3 back the other way, and Burge makes a stick save on Boncourt. Boncourt pinned up against the boards by Dolan. Kellen Laramie on the ice. He plays the puck up ahead to McDonald, who flips it up through the neutral zone. Feingold chasing into the corner. He's met there. Puck continues its path to the near corner where McDonald lays a big hit on Rossi. Skating backwards with the puck is James McKenzie. Plays it to his defensive partner, and it's intercepted. Bad turnover, and they score! 1-0 Vikings. And Boncourt going to introduce himself. No, I'm sorry, Holgerson, the other captain, going to introduce himself to the Marblehead student section as Winthrop takes the lead. A bad turnover by the Headers. It costs them. A shaky start for the number 6 team in Division III, the Headers. Putting an extra skater on the ice. They got through that penalty, and now the bad turnover cost them a goal. Headers looking to get it back. The shot is blockered up onto the glass. A good rip from Kyle Hart. .709 left in the first. Referees have already made a bunch of adjustments on the face-off, including kicking out the Winthrop player that wanted to take the one after the goal from center ice. Laramie stops it with his glove, plays it forward across the blue line. Come the Headers, but they meet a sea of blue back the other way. No numbers for Winthrop. They'll flip it off the glass and chase. Backhand clear attempt doesn't make it there, and then a shot on net is blocked and knocked down by Laramie and covered by Burge. Headers are coached by Mark Marfione, and he told me before this season his team taking every game like a brand new season. Not thinking about last year, but how could you not after winning the state title? They want to get back to the Garden. That is the ultimate goal, and win it again. Winthrop has the same aspirations for their Division IV seeding whenever that comes out. There's a good shot. Kicked aside. Going to have a second chance at it. It's blocked into the corner. Feingold with the first one. Feingold now gets pinned up against the boards right behind the net. Comes out to the blue line, and Feingold found himself out in front of the crease. Almost redirected that in on the shot by McKenzie. McDonald gets a touch. Plays it behind the net. Monaco there. Now out with it. It gets by McKenzie. A few feet from the goal. McKenzie takes a chance himself. Easy save for Donahue. Spinelli gets spun down. That gets into the neutral zone, knocked down just before it crossed the timeline. DePhillips gets checked into the boards. That jars the puck loose for Boncourt to pick up. Boncourt plays it out of the circle, indirect off the boards. The pass eventually gets there, played out in front, broken up. Well played by Dolan on the back end. And then in front of the Winthrop bench, another heavy hit. And this time, Hayden Gallo comes up with snow all over him. This game does not lack physicality here in the first period. That is for certain. 4:40 left. Winthrop by 1. That'll cross the blue line. Winthrop has to get back. McKenzie with space. Finds more of it. Looking to the near side boards. The pass broken up. Winthrop back on the attack. They whiffed on the first pass, and they knock it behind the net. They'll keep it in. Larrabee got a piece. Here's a chance for the headers. It's Hart. Looking across, but the pass doesn't make it there. Instead, under Donahue's glove for safekeeping. Hart and Ferrara exchange words as the two players head off and both teams change lines. Face-off won by the headers. They're trying to weave through the middle. It gets broken up into the corner. A lot of traffic out in front of Donahue. Backhand pass from Feingold. Gets just beneath the blue line. Dolan's shot knocked into the corner. Winthrop overshoots the target with their pass, and Marblehead able to get it back into the attacking zone. Off of McDonald's skate. Another pass off the mark from the headers. Looking to get it back to London, their top goal scorer on the season. Again, 12 goals and 12 assists for number 17. 3.5 minutes to play in the first. Oh, a big hit. Jimmy Ryan had Pumfret lined up. Completely ignored the puck. The referee is letting the two teams be physical. Laramie looks like he's about 8 feet tall out there on skates. Plays it across right in front of the scorer's table. Now it's with Hart. Hart can't weave himself around Babine. And that will go up into the stands. Excellent pace here in the first. Hart takes the draw. Winthrop wins it. Backhand pass. Number 20, Bordenaro, never saw it coming. He was skating up ice. The puck went by him all the way behind Burge. Monaco, good hit in front of the Marblehead bench. And if everybody in the student section wasn't standing, that would have got them on their feet. I'm not sure anybody is sitting on the level below us. The headers faithful looking for something to cheer about besides the heavy hitting. Here in the first, they're looking for the tying goal. But they need a strong offensive possession. We're yet to see them string a lot of passes together or take a lot of time in the offensive zone. As McDonald holds up Holgerson with his legs on one of Holgerson's legs and drops him. Sort of a karate-style move there. And we are going to have another penalty called. It's going to be a high stick. And it's McDonald who goes. 1:39 left in the period. So the power play will potentially roll over. But Winthrop would like to pick up more momentum heading into the break. Already with the 1-0 lead. The captain, Kyle Hart, lines up against Boncourt. And now Boncourt exits for Holgerson to take it. A quick drop of the puck leads to a shorthanded chance for Hart. He can't get back to it. He slaps Donahue in the pads, trying to play the puck. And I think that's going to send Hart as well. It's going to be a 5-on-3. A slash called against Hart for the hit on the goalie. And Hart is not happy. And neither is the student section. A tough situation here unfolding for the Headers in the final 86 seconds of the first period. They lose the draw. A lot of ice out there to work with for the Vikings. Back to the point. Across, sent back from the small Vikings logo. Out in front, the pass doesn't connect. It could have been better. Leg save by Burge. Rocket Arena, usually the home for the Vikings. Tonight, home to the Headers, playing a different Viking squad. 45 seconds left in the period as the penalty times tick away. Mentioned momentum for the Vikings, but this could be a big momentum getter for the Headers if they can shut down the 5-on-3. Almost a shorthanded chance for Sullivan as he made a nice block to the backhand right out in front, trying to shove it home was Boncourt, and Burge denied him. Boncourt has it back. Almost got tripped up. They cannot afford to take another penalty. 6 seconds left in the period. One-timer up over the net off the glass. 1 second left. A pass out in front off the mark, and the period comes to an end. But it will be 5-on-3 when we start the second. And Burge has to get James McKenzie out of there. McKenzie laid a cross-check into Joe Pumfret after the buzzer sounded. Luckily, the officials didn't have their eyes on it, but the captain and senior Leo Burge making sure that his team doesn't take another penalty as he's already in a high-pressure situation. It is 1-0 Winthrop on the Mike Holgerson goal after one. We'll be back in a few minutes. We'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. A 1-0 lead for the Winthrop Vikings over the Headers after a physical first 15. And they will begin the second period with a 5-on-3. 22 seconds left on the McDonald penalty. The high stick. 34 seconds left on the slash by Kyle Hart on the legs of the goalie Donahue. The teams will switch ends for the second. Vikings will go right to left, attacking Burge. The Headers will go left to right, trying to break through Mike Donahue for the first time. As everybody knows, Marblehead, usually known as the Magicians, they're going to need some magic here early on in the second to kill off these penalties and hopefully eventually tie it. The Vikings win the draw to begin the second period. They'll spread it out. Only a handful of seconds left before we're at 5-on-4. A sloppy start for Winthrop behind the net. They finally get it above the goal line. The pass out in front jars loose. The shot saved by Burge and thrown into the corner. Final seconds of the 5-on-4 rings off, and we're back to full strength. Winthrop played a clean first. 3 penalties committed by the Headers, but they kill off all 6 minutes of Winthrop's power play time. This is thrown from center ice in front of the scorer's table, off the back boards, and it bounces off the side of the net. But controlled by the Vikings back the other way. Burge keeps his eye on it. This is off the side of the net on the other end. Winthrop was trying to force a pass out in front. Good defense by the Headers. That's redirected. It lays in front of Burge. He got a piece of one. Did he snag that? Looks like he did. It popped up over his head. And he caught it like he was catching butterflies. Excellent save by Leo. Leo probably at the top of the list for MVP in the Northeast Conference. 12-2-1, 1.16 goals against average and 6 shutouts. Won't get one of those tonight, but still hoping for his 13th win of the season. With about 2 full periods left, plenty of time. Held up in the corner. Gethinji gets pounded from either side down to the ice. Back on his skates, trying to return the favor. Grabs Hart up high around the neck. Kyle able to stay with it. Tough play by a tough player. Stay on his skates and keep control of the puck. The hard hitting continues as Monaco completely lays out and jars the stick out of the hands of Fotades. This will pop up and leave the playing area. Well, Monaco set the tone early with some big hits, and he comes out here in the second and doesn't skip a beat. Played high off the glass over the outstretched hand of Servilis. High shot off the glass. Ends up in front of the Winthrop bench. They'll keep it in. Redirected into the corner. It pops out in front. Dulac trying to clear. Didn't get there initially. Now they do get it above the blue line. Wyman ran into 3 Winthrop players just outside the center logo. Look out! That goes up into the protective netting. Luckily, that had some speed on it as it was navigating up over the boards. See where they put it. Looks like Neutral zone draw. Near side. And a pair of sixes meet again in the face-off. For the face-off, Spinell and Sullivan. Back to McKenzie. A spinning pass off the boards, kept in by the Vikings. Githinji couldn't get the shot off. McKenzie chased it down. The senior defenseman still on the puck. Now with some help, it's flipped up out of the zone. Here's a chance. The pass too far out in front of Feingold. The Headers had a 2-on-1 opportunity and they spoiled it. Now the Vikings have the same. Give and go. And Bird slaps it away. Puck rolls on its side, corner to corner. McDonald finds it there. Winthrop has neutralized London McDonald for the time being. We'll see if he can get going here in the second. Winthrop back into the zone with it. And that whistles above Burge's glove off the glass. Hard rebound. Sends Marblehead in transition back the other way off the backhand. That rung off the side post. And Donahue, as he kicked the post, trying to make the save, dislodged the net. Good eye by the official to see it. It didn't come off its post very much, but there will be a face-off in the far circle. Controlled by the Headers, but the pass off the back of the skate of Fotades. Winthrop with possession. Big hit on Kellen Laramie. It takes him down. These teams came to battle tonight. As Monaco takes a little shove in the back, goes down to his knees. 1-on-3 in the far circle. Headers doing everything to keep it off the stick of Githinji, excuse me. Winthrop can't clear the zone. They sent it right to Kyle Hart, but he runs in the defender. Vikings back with it the other way, but the head coach for the Vikings screams out, change, change, and they do. Hart backhands into the zone. He will head off. Oh, goodness gracious. McDonald and Ferrara collide. Both lose the hardwood. Both go down hard, and both are okay. But it does look like Ferrara took the worst of it. Kind of went on one skate to the bench, but he's good. Eight and a half minutes to play in the second. Monaco lays another hit. Crew calling out every number tonight. Hard shot from Klein is blocked. Excellent defense from the Headers. Transition the other way. Cut off as Feingold had his leg taken out. Lost the puck out in front of him. Oh, Monaco lays another one. He's got everybody's number tonight. Nobody can escape him. That hit was high as well. These officials getting their paycheck well earned tonight. But these two teams, this is a war. Phillips lays a hit on McKenzie and drops him. And that puck ices. Everybody will glide back down in front of Donahue for the faceoff. And some deep breaths need to be taken. Again, these two teams do not like each other. That is putting it mildly, as you can see out there. They battled last year. Basically had, again, don't want to call it a fight out on the ice, but it sort of was in the game that Winthrop hosted. It's carried over into this season, and of course, because Winthrop beat the Headers 3-1 just a couple weeks back, the Headers have brought everything they can into this matchup tonight in the physicality department. Again, luckily, these guys have a day off from school tomorrow because they're going to leave here bruised and battered. That is played out in front. Second chance. No good. Kicked into the corner. Thrown back on net. They can't find it. McDonald does. McDonald scores! Tie game. Number 17 with his 13th goal of the season. They peppered Donahue on that possession. He couldn't find it. London tracked it and poked it home. Six minutes to play in the second. Fresh hockey game. Pass out in front, broken up. 4 or 5 players in front of Burge. Out with it comes Hart. Hart across the blue line. Tries to weave between defenders. One of them lost his stick. He lost the puck. Back to the blue line. Shot from Laramie is blocked. Bounces back into the neutral zone. And Laramie just sends it in. Quick change for the Headers as they hustle back defensively. Spinning pass from Ryan off the boards to DePhillips. DePhillips takes a lick. Puck comes loose, spun around to the far boards just south of the Headers bench. Up high, kept in. Teddy Dulac doing a nice job, pestering. Another hard hit trailing the play. Ryan and Holgerson colliding on that one. Shove from behind. Keeps Dolan off the puck. Excuse me, that's Wyman, 9. 9 looked like 5. That goes the length of the ice. Stick to side. Winthrop trying to connect on a long pass. Broken up well by McDonald. That 13th goal for McDonald leaves him all alone in 4th on the North Shore. And a whistle as a Winthrop player Slides like a penguin towards center ice. Pumfret, Snowy, back on his skates for the face-off. McDonald fighting for it, but they are offsides. That's a good call. Bounced back and forth on McDonald's stick above and beneath the blue line. And Winthrop, beware. Crew Monaco back on the ice. Who hasn't he hit tonight? I'm sure he knows. Hart gets held up. Hart takes the stick out of Babin's hands. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Winthrop. They're reluctant to go to the box. Maybe a bit of confusion of who it's on, but it should be on Babin. I think it's interference. It is. The junior defenseman heads to the box. First power play of the night for the Headers. 3:51 left. And they can take a lead with a power play goal. Wrist shot is wrapped up by Donahue. There was traffic in front. Surprised that made it all the way through. Hart in there for the draw. Knocked to the boards. Gallo goes down, sits on the puck for a second. Played back and nicely kept in by Dolan. One of the strongest defensive players that you'll see in the Northeast Conference, Sean Dolan, one of the captains for this team. He has the puck here, sends it in the circle to McDonald. McDonald spins, slings it around the boards. Far side Gallo, he's met there. Monaco lays a hip check into the Winthrop defender, and it's sent and cleared down. Burge looked like he was going to chase after it, but smartly lets his teammates come and get it. Cross ice pass, McDonald with speed. Around the defender, around the net. Back to the blue line, off the mark. Dolan picks it up, back to McDonald, out in front, broken up into the corner. Good opportunity, a lot of net open on that one. Had the pass converted. And when players go down in a one-on-one battle in this game, they're keeping each other down. Monaco and Servilis chattering on the back end. .20 seconds left on the Headers power play, and that will clear. The Vikings are killing this off well. The first penalty they've committed of the night. 5 seconds left on the advantage for the Headers, looking for one chance. Vikings had it for a second, and then eventually it does clear. It popped loose off that stick out in front. Back to 5-on-5. High shot, caught by Donahue. Fine goal, the shooter. Tie game, 1-1. McDonald's goal has evened it here in the second. 1:38 left to play before intermission. Headers win the faceoff, and a hard, quick shot from Monaco. Goes up and off the glass behind Donahue. Played to the blue line in front of the Headers bench. Now back to Donahue. He comes out, leaves it for his teammate. They get it into the neutral area. It's stopped by McKenzie, but he didn't control it well. He was met there by Spinelli. Monaco lays another hit. Up close and personal. Boncourt absorbed the hit. And Boncourt, for retaliating after Monaco leveled him and pinned him up against the glass, is going to the box. Back-to-back penalties committed by the Vikings. Opens the door again for the Headers to take the lead just before the break. 1:03 left. Winthrop had a 5-on-3 as we went from the first to the second period. The Headers potentially will roll over this power play into the third. But they'd like to end it before that with a goal and the lead. McDonald walks it in. Servilis, good defensively in front of McDonald, able to jar the puck loose, and the Vikings clear it. Dolan takes a peek up at the clock. 30 seconds left. Hard pass. Good reception by McDonald. London weaves into the middle of the ice and has it poked away. Burge stops it. Dolan collects it. Final 15 seconds. Another long pass. That's going to get by Monaco. And that's icing. Final 5 seconds. And Dolan will just let the clock run out. And the Headers will take the power play into the third. There will be 57 seconds left on it when we return. They've tied it at 1 on the McDonald goal. We're in for a heck of a third period. We hope you'll join us in about 10 minutes. But before we go, we'd like to remind you that MHTV is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So if you're enjoying this production of MHS Sports on MHTV, please consider making a donation by visiting our website, marbleheadtv.org, and clicking on the donate button when you get there. Stay tuned for the third period. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Jess Burton. We're in for an exciting third period between the Headers and the Vikings. We're tied at 1, and the Headers have 57 seconds on a power play to begin the final frame, the possible final frame. We'll see if one of these teams can break the tie here in the final 15 minutes. Mike Holgerson started the game off with a goal for the Vikings on a bad turnover by the Headers in their own zone. Whistled one past the glove hand of Burge to make it 1-0, and London McDonald tied it in the second. The Headers looking for their 13th win of the season, trying to make another magical run back to the Garden and win back-to-back state championships. This win would go a long way. It put them in good position to win the NEC title as well. We are underway here in the third. Remember last season, the Headers had to win 5 games to get to, or 4 to get to, and 5 to win the Division III state title. Here's McDonald, leaves it for Hart, across, just out of reach of Crew Monaco. Back to the blue line, and near side, Hart, wrist shot, blocked, off the legs of Ferrara. Headers keep it in, looking for a redirect out in front. McDonald might have got a piece, but it goes into the corner. And we'll stop play. As the net came dislodged. Last year, in the round of 32, the Headers knocked off Foxborough 7-2 right here at Rocket Arena. In the Sweet 16, they beat Methuen 3-1. In the Elite 8, they beat Scituate 2-1. The Final Four, Shawsheen by the same score, and then 1-0 over Nauset, the top seed. They beat the number 3, 2, and 1 seeds in Division III on their way to the state title last year. As another whistle here stops play as the puck crosses center ice. Referee going over the scorer's table. They have a tap on his chest saying this is on him. And we'll give an explanation to the benches. Right now in Division III, Nauset again ranked number 1, 13-0-1. Medfield, one of the 2 Marblehead losses this year, the other one to this Winthrop team. They are at number 2, 15-0-1. Essex North Shore in third, Scituate again in the top 5. 13-3, they sit number 4, and Bedford, number 5 at 13-2. Those are the 5 teams ahead of the Headers right now in that division. Again, Winthrop has come into this game 9-4-1. They sit number 5 in Division 4. Both these teams potentially Garden-bound. 5 regular season games left for the Headers after tonight. Winthrop stands tall defensively with a big block shot. The shot of their own. Knocked down, and it rolls past in front of Burge into the corner. Now flipped up through the neutral zone in the air. Across the blue line for a second. Controlled by the Vikings. Back into their attacking zone. Burge watches that one go the same direction into the near corner. Another block out in front in the slot. Played back to the blue line. Wrist shot goes high. Got knocked down by a player in front. Burge got a piece. Now it comes back his way, and he covers. A minute and a half into the third. The pace has not slowed down from the opening face-off until this moment. This has been a fun one. It'll be even more rewarding if the Headers can get out of here with a win. A revenge spot for them. Looking to avenge the 3-1 loss to the Vikings a couple weeks back. McDonald had the lone goal in that one. He has the lone goal again here tonight. This one's shoved off the boards onto the pads of Donahue by Monaco. That stays in play. Back out to the blue line. Kept in by Jimmy Ryan. Now controlled by the Vikings. Backhand pass goes all the way across the ice. And Ryan, a huge hit in front of the student section, and they absolutely love it. They are jacked up and as amped as the players out on the ice. An excellent crowd here tonight. This game has a tournament feel. The puck pops loose. It's Monaco from the circle. Through contact, kept it on his stick, looking out in front. The pass couldn't connect with Gallo. Knocked back into the neutral zone. Laramie there to get it. Kellen Laramie following the footsteps of his brother Carter, one of the best players to put on a Headers uniform the past few years. Graduated a couple years back. Bowden Laramie, the backup goalie on the team. Kellen, a sophomore. Bowden, a junior. A big-time hockey family are the Laramies. Talented at that. Kellen skates after it, but not with a lot of hustle because it's icing. He'll save his breath and head off. Catch more. He's replaced on the ice. Couple fresh bodies for both sides. Puck knocked off the boards, right at center ice. Rolls down to the Headers defense. A few players run into each other at the blue line, and allows the Headers D to play it cleanly with space and time. Indirect off the boards, shot out in front of DePhillips. The Headers tonight without their second leading goal scorer, Ivan Radovsky. He's out with the flu. I was waiting for number 12 to make an appearance, but he is not on the ice nor on the bench. This game potentially different with him out there. Burge eyes it, sticks it into the corner. Potential MVP candidate in the NEC, Leo Burge, allowed the one goal early on the poor turnover in their own zone by the Headers. A hard wrist shot by Holgerson beat him glove side. He's been perfect since. Hart into the slot, surrounded by blue jerseys. Can't get to it. He'll find it here behind the net. His momentum took him there. He'll bring it back out just underneath the blue line. Pass out in front. Donahue got a piece of it. It was intended for Gallo. In good position just above the crease, but Donahue made a nice play. 2-on-2, back the other way. Wraparound pass behind the defender from Pumfret. Doesn't get to its intended target. Gallo whiffed on the pass, and he's taken down, tackled, and held down. Ferrara pins him in the corner. Play continues behind the net. Puck hits the side of the net twice. A block shot, rebound. Feingold just misses. Feingold had all his momentum at the puck. He was a lightning bolt, attacking it, the shot even faster. Feingold back with it, short pass to McDonald. McDonald up ahead, Monaco can't get around the defense. Dropped with a shoulder check from Ferrara. Dolan sends it across, space for McKenzie to work with. He'll carry it in. Takes a peek to his left, has two running mates. He gets pinned behind the net. Puck comes loose, Monaco can't get there. He's got two blue jerseys around him, and it's played to the other corner by Gathinji. McKenzie flips it in. 8.5 minutes left. Bodies change on the back end for Marblehead. That's icing. That'll set up an offensive zone face-off for the Headers. Monaco and number 5, Nick Romano, skate shoulder to shoulder. Sure they're not making dinner plans. They exchange a couple little pokes with the stick to one another. Monaco heads off before the face-off. It's controlled by the Vikings. No numbers for them on the attack. Ryan gets to it first, just before he's met. Able to do just enough to help his teammate clear the puck. 8 to play in regulation. Tied at 1. That's sent in off the backboards. Donahue lightly touches it to his teammate. The clear, no good. Deflection, laid out in front. They score! Andrew DePhillips breaks the tie. Set up by Wyman. 2-1 Headers. A bad turnover by the Vikings. Results in the tie-breaking goal for the Headers. And I believe they were warned for taunting, as DePhillips had something to say to the Vikings bench after that one. Gallo takes a hard hit in the slot. DePhillips' second goal of the season. Wyman's 4th assist gives the Headers the lead. Just over 7 minutes left. Block shot by Feingold. Played out from behind the net. Headers can't clear. The shot on Burge. He makes the save. Gathinji, the shooter. He almost put it by him. McDonald hustling back the other way. Wrap around. Keeps it. McKenzie's shot is blocked. Back to center ice. McDonald attacks, fires, and it's caught by Donahue. It was a 1-on-3 for McDonald, but he found a shooting lane. Good save by Donahue. Wyman and DePhillips, couple juniors hooking up for that goal. Vikings looking to get it back. That was a great pass out in front. And Upton whiffed on it. Now, he'll have nightmares about that one. He was wide open. Ferrara lays a cross check into DePhillips. DePhillips getting hit in every direction now after that goal. And after saying something to the bench, the Vikings are hunting him. Unfazed, he heads off with 3 teammates. Fresh legs for the Headers. Under 6 to play. Vikings still trying to get it back. They led 1-0, 2 unanswered for the Headers. It's giving them a path to their 13th win, but they have to close it out. And this team started the season 0-8 last year before making a miraculous run to a state title. Completely different season this year. They have been dominant since game 1. 12-2-1, looking for more. Shot out in front, never made it to Donahue. Knocked away by Monaco. He was looking for a redirect, didn't go the direction he wanted. And that's going to be a cross-check from behind. Penalty coming against the Headers. A bad time to take one. Hand in the air. They will be reluctant to touch the puck because when they do, the whistle will blow. And they finally do, with some pressure being put on by the captain from Winthrop, making them do so as Boncourt was coming down the ice. But a somewhat intelligent play there by the Headers, letting a few more seconds wind off the clock before taking the penalty. It's McKenzie who goes to the box. The 4th penalty committed by the Headers tonight. They've killed off the first 3, including a 5-on-3 that rolled over from the first to second period. 4:47 left in the third, and we're going to have a timeout on the ice. The Winthrop coaching staff wants to talk this possession and this 2 minutes over with their players before it begins. The rest of the schedule for the Headers looks like this. They'll play Danvers on the 8th, a few nights from now, right here at Rocket Arena. Then they'll go on the road to face Gloucester on the 10th. 2 days later, they return home to play Masconomet. And then on the 17th, they have a tournament up in Triton. And it'll be 2 games in a tournament up in that region to end the season. We will be here to cover the Masco game. That's the 12th, 7:30 start. The way the schedule is listed is a bit confusing with that tournament in Triton. It looks like they may play 3 games. It says Tournament Triton, Tournament TBA, Tournament Newburyport, and Tournament North Andover. But no dates listed for those final 2, so a little unsure how that will work out, but those are the remaining opponents for the Headers before they will be a top seed in the Division III tournament. At least 1 home game here at Rocket Arena. They're going to reset the full 2 minutes after that poor face-off drop. 1 second had rolled off. Clock is reset. That plays off the boards and clears above the leaping Holgerson at the blue line. Holgerson tries to keep it with them and can't. Back to center ice, across near side. They try to attack again. Boncourt lays a pass out in front. Gathinji goes behind the net. Back up top, Ferrara from the near point. Burge got a piece. Misplayed behind the net by Gathinji and cleared by the Headers. Donahue way out of the net, trying to keep momentum, pushing forward for the Vikings. 3:45 left in the period, under a minute on the power play. They need it bad. Looking to tie and potentially send it to overtime. Ferrara slapping his stick on the ice, wanted a pass, didn't get it. He was open. He chases the puck back here. Monaco shadowing. Slow rolling pass, up ahead, off the near boards. Ryan lays a shoulder into Boncourt, doesn't allow him to get to the puck. It breaks free. Hart in a race for it, but Bean gets there first. He lost it. Hart did too, but Bean whiffs. McDonald off the boards. Hart can end it. Oh, what a move! Kyle Hart puts a dagger through the heart of the Vikings. Short-handed, 3-1 headers. Set up by McDonald, and the poor play by Winthrop in their own zone. What a move. Hart shook Donahue out of his shorts. Under 3 to play, 3-1, 3 unanswered. Number 15 might have ended it. Warm the buses is the chant from the Marblehead student section, and I think you can. 2:15 left. Hart's 10th goal of the season. He has been playing out of his mind as of late. Oh, what a block! Monaco. Been putting his body on the line all night long. Why not one more time? How about another time? Monaco lays a hit into Boncourt, then wraps his leg up, doesn't allow Boncourt to get up. Play continues back the other way, and that's going to be a hit. He might get tossed. We might have another rumble like we did last year. Feingold took a shot up over his shoulders. A headshot. Yep. We got some scrapping going on. We got some taunting going on. I think McDonald took a shot at one of the players on the bench. McDonald and Feingold are both already in the box for the headers. I can't see who the player is for Winthrop that hit Feingold up top. I thought he would get tossed for that hit because he was headhunting. But there's some discussion going on, and it's still a possibility. This is absolutely defining a heavyweight fight between these two teams. It's Joe Pumfret in the box for Winthrop. Should they have number 5 up there, but I think it looks like it's number 2. It's going to be a 5-minute major against the Winthrop player. Two minors. Against the headers. We're going to have a timeout. Called by the Headers. That is definitely not number 5 in the penalty box for Winthrop. All 3 players in the box right now in there for unsportsmanlike conduct. So in a situation, it should be a 4-on-3, but Winthrop has pulled their goalie, so it's a 5-on-3 in favor of the Vikings, trailing by 2 goals, a minute and a half left. All those players will spend the rest of the game in the box looking on. Well, this is worth the charge of admission, and it was free to get in here. This has been more of a fight than Tyson and Paul. There's a shot into the corner. Got a piece going through. 1 minute left. Three unanswered goals for the Headers. Vikings need 2. Another shot whistles by Burge. Back out to the point from the small logo. That's blocked in front. Off the skates of Sullivan. Excuse me, that was Dolan with the block. And that one goes up, ricochets into the netting. And Winthrop knows their night is basically over. The right side of this arena is going to erupt in 30 seconds. If the Headers can close this out. Good tip there from Winthrop. And Burge plays it and keeps it securely between his pads. 22.7 seconds left. Face-off coming from the near side. What a game we've had here tonight. Swing and a miss by Jay Fotadis. Had a chance. They can't find the puck. Servilis does the same. Played out in front. Burge, what an adjustment! And he makes the stop. Are you kidding me, Leo? The net was wide open. And Burge goes left to right across the crease and shuts it down with 6 seconds to play. A shaky start for the Headers, a 6-man on the ice early on. Gave up the opening goal on a bad turnover. Since the start of the second period, they have absolutely dominated this team. Hart to take potentially the final face-off, actually. They're going to kick him out. Monaco to do it. Nope, Dolan to do it. It goes directly into the mitt of Burge off the face-off. We'll do it one more time. Burge makes 1, 2, and 3 more saves. Hugs the puck, and that is the game. The headers, with 3 unanswered, win it 3-1. And the referees are going to make sure there's no extracurriculars after this. I doubt they even allow a handshake. I'm not sure anybody wants to shake hands. The headers circle around Burge. What a performance by the potential NEC MVP. Goals from McDonald, Hart, and DePhillips. Again, 3-1, the final. Stay tuned. When we return, I'll announce the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. I wish I could give out 4 Player of the Game awards tonight, but tonight's Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game is goalie Leo Burge. What a game for Leo, and again, a potential NEC MVP. Made a ton of saves. Only allowed that 1 in the first period, but he was absolutely outstanding tonight and has been all season. So congratulations, Leo, from the Marblehead Sports Shop and MHTV. We'd like to thank the Marblehead Sports Shop for being our community partner in bringing you the Player of the Game award. And of course, we'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. What a fun one tonight. Once again, the final score from Rocket Arena, 3-1 headers over the Vikings. They improved to 13-2-1 on the season. For all of us here at MHTV Sports, I'm Jess Burton. Thanks for watching.